In Colombia, a criminal kingpin is having a good time with a lady in a jacuzzi when suddenly, a quick shot from a sniper kills him right there in the water. Meanwhile in Virginia, a former Marine is spending the evening in a motel while heavily drinking. After looking at some pictures of his old squad and remembering how many of them aren't around anymore, not to mention the PTSD left behind by war, he decides to end things for himself. Days later, a funeral is thrown in his honor. Master Sergeant Brandon, a former member of the late Marine squad, grieves for his old friend and expresses bafflement at his choices, wondering how a legend could end up like that. His friend Major Miller reminds him that their job can take a toll on a soldier's mind, making Brandon wonder if that's ever going to happen to him too. Miller also has a new mission for Brandon in Colombia to help the DEA with an important case. Brandon refuses because he has his grief to deal with, but Miller ignores him and just makes him take the car that is already there waiting for him to take him to the agency's private jet. Hours later, Brandon arrives in Bogota, and the driver that picks him up can't stop fanboying over him because Brandon is well known for his amazing career as an elite sniper. Once they reach the National Police headquarters, Brandon meets Santiago, the officer that has been assigned as his observer, and Captain Garza, the police leader that works as a link between the Colombian cops and the American DEA. Lastly, there's Master Gunnery Sergeant Beckett, who also happens to be Brandon's father. Although they're very happy to see each other again after a while, father and son still refer to each other using their rank for the sake of keeping professionalism. The meeting begins and Brandon learns his target is Morales, the boss of the cartel in Colombia. His empire controls 60% of the contraband routes that go to the US border and specializes in recruiting children from the street to raise them into being his thugs. His network is impossible to trace and nobody has seen him in 10 years, but now he's returned, and they know this because in the last few days, all of Morales' rivals have shown up dead, like the man in the jacuzzi. The difficulty of that shot indicates this sniper is ex-military and Morales must have hired him to get rid of the competition. Recent intel indicates that Morales will be on his farm soon and the agents want to have Brandon as backup while they raid the place, but Brandon turns them down because he doesn't like babysitting. An